Hi, loves. Welcome back to Moonveil Tarot. And if you are new here, hi, welcome. I am so glad you found this today. Okay, so today's reading is one of those ones that I knew was going to be really special the moment I started shuffling, because the energy that came through was so loaded, so layered. Like there was so much feeling sitting in these cards that it almost felt like someone was trying to speak urgently, clearly, like they had been waiting for this moment to finally get their message through to you. And that person is the one you are thinking about right now. The one who came to mind the moment you read that title, because you already knew who it was about. You did not even have to think about it. Their face just appeared, and I want you to know that whatever happened the last time you saw this person, whatever the energy was, whatever was left unsaid, your guides are going to pull back the curtain today and show you exactly what was going on inside them, what they were feeling, what they were thinking, what they were holding back. So just take a deep breath with me, get comfortable, and let's get into this. Okay, let me start by pulling a card just for the overall energy of that last encounter. Like, what was the energy between you two the last time you were in the same space? The moon. Oh, okay. The moon. So the moon is the card of hidden things, of things that exist beneath the surface, of feelings that are present but not being shown, not fully, not honestly, not out loud. And what this card is telling me is that the last time you saw this person, there was so much going on beneath the surface that never made it to the top. Like, what you saw on the outside was not the full picture. The way they presented themselves to you, the way they acted, the way they seemed, was only a fraction of what was actually happening inside them. And I think on some level, you already knew that. You could feel it, even if you could not name it, even if you were not sure what it was exactly. There was this sense of there is more here. There is something they are not saying. There is something going on behind those eyes that they are not letting me see. And your intuition was right. There was a lot. Okay, let me pull a card now specifically for what they were feeling emotionally the last time they saw you. Like, what was going on in their heart? The Four of Cups. And right next to it, the Six of Cups. Okay, so these two cards together, let me unpack this because this is really significant. The Four of Cups first. This card shows someone sitting with their arms crossed, looking inward, withdrawn, reflective, almost disconnected from what is right in front of them. And what this is telling me is that when this person saw you, something inside them went very quiet, like you triggered something, some deep internal process, some emotional place that they do not visit very often. And seeing you took them straight there. And the Four of Cups can also represent someone who is feeling a sense of longing, like something is being offered to them, but they are too stuck in their own head to reach out and take it. And I feel like that is really significant here because you were right there, you were available, and something in them wanted to close that gap, wanted to say something, wanted to do something, and they did not. And it is not because they did not care. It is because they were overwhelmed by what they felt and they did not know how to handle it. And then the Six of Cups right beside it, which is the nostalgia card, the memory card, the card of being flooded with feelings from a time that meant everything. So seeing you brought up memories, specific ones. the good ones, the ones they have been trying not to think about, the ones that remind them of who you were to each other, of what you had, of how things felt before everything got complicated. And in that moment of seeing you, all of that came rushing back, all at once, like a wave they were not prepared for. And it hit them harder than they expected, harder than they wanted to admit. Okay, let me pull a card for what they were thinking. Like, what was actually going through their mind when they were looking at you? The Hermit. Okay, so this card is showing me a very internal, very private mental space. The Hermit is the one who goes inward, who takes their lantern and walks into the depths of themselves, who thinks deeply, who reflects, who processes. And what this is telling me is that seeing you sent this person very deep into their own thoughts. Like, from the outside, they probably seemed calm, maybe even distant, maybe even like they were not that affected. But inside, they were processing so much. They were thinking about choices they made, about things they said or did not say, about who they have been and who they want to be, about whether the version of themselves that exists right now is someone you would still want. And there is something really specific I am picking up here, which is that this person was assessing themselves through your eyes. Like, they were looking at themselves, trying to imagine how you see them, wondering if you still think about them, wondering if they still mean anything to you, wondering if the connection is still there or if it has faded. Okay, now I want to pull a card for what they wanted to say to you. Like, if they could have been completely honest in that moment, what would have come out? The Hierophant reversed. Okay. The Hierophant reversed. So this card in this position is really telling. The Hierophant reversed is about breaking through the conditioning, through the rules, through the walls that were built to keep feelings contained. And what this is telling me is that what this person wanted to say to you went against everything they have been telling themselves. Like, they have had a whole inner narrative about why they should not say certain things, why they should keep their feelings to themselves, why they should stay in control, why opening up would be a mistake. But seeing you made all of that crumble a little. Because in that moment, the version of them that just wanted to be honest was fighting really hard to come to the surface. And what that version wanted to say was, I miss you. I have been thinking about you. I am sorry for the things I got wrong. I want to try again. I am not ready to let this go. Those are the things that were sitting right behind their lips that never quite made it out. Okay, let me pull a card for how they felt in their body when they saw you. Like, not just emotionally or mentally, but physically. What happened in their nervous system the moment they laid eyes on you? The Devil. Okay, so the Devil card in this position, which is very telling. The Devil in this context is about that undeniable, magnetic, visceral, physical reaction that you cannot control. That heart rate going up, that sudden awareness of every detail, that feeling of being pulled toward someone, even when your brain is telling you to stay cool. And what this is showing me is that seeing you triggered something very physical in this person. Like, their body responded to you before their mind even had a chance to catch up. There was an instant awareness of you, of how you looked, of how you carried yourself, of the energy you were giving off. And I think what is so significant about this is that no matter how much time has passed, no matter how much they have tried to move on, no matter how many walls they have built, their body still remembers you. Their body still responds to you. And that is not something you can fake or force or manufacture. That is real. Okay, now let me pull a card for what they were holding back. Like, what was the thing they were most trying to hide from you in that moment? Strength? Oh, strength. So this is so beautiful and so heartbreaking at the same time, because the strength card shows a woman gently holding the mouth of a lion. And what that represents is someone taming their own raw, wild, uncontrollable feelings with calm and grace. And what this is telling me is that what this person was most trying to hide from you was the full extent of what they feel. Like they were using every ounce of their composure to not let you see how much you affect them, how much they still care, how much it took to just stand there and act normal. Like, from your perspective, they may have seemed fine, maybe even indifferent, maybe even like they had moved on completely. But underneath that, they were doing so much work to keep it together because the feelings are big, big enough that if they let them show, it would change everything. And they were not ready for that. Not in that moment, not in that setting. So they held on tight to that lion and they kept it quiet. Okay, let me pull some tea leaf cards now just to get some more specific details about what is going on with this person and where this connection is headed. The first tea leaf card is Eyes, the Eyes card. So this is really interesting because the eyes represent watching, seeing, being aware of someone. And what I am picking up is that during that last encounter, this person was watching you more than you realized. Like every time you looked away, their eyes were on you. Every time you were talking to someone else, they were tracking you, taking you in, memorizing you almost. Like they were trying to save a copy of how you looked in that moment to keep with them. The next tea leaf card is Heart. The Heart card, of course, because everything we have been talking about today comes back to this, their heart. And what this is confirming is that this person has genuine, real, deep feelings for you, not surface level feelings, not casual feelings, but the kind of feelings that live in the chest, that ache a little, that do not go away just because you want them to. The next tea leaf card is Clock. The Clock. So this is a timing card. And what I feel like this is saying is that this person is very aware of how much time has passed between now and the last time things were good between you, between now and when they last had you fully in their life, between now and the moment they realize that time keeps moving and they cannot keep waiting forever to say what they need to say. There is an urgency building in them, a quiet one, but it is there, like a clock ticking in the background, reminding them that at some point the window closes. The next tea leaf card is Path. The Path card, which represents a decision that needs to be made, a direction that needs to be chosen, a road that is waiting to be walked down. And what I feel like this is showing is that this person is at a crossroads. They can keep doing what they have been doing, keeping things surface level, staying guarded, pretending they are okay, or they can take the path that leads back to you. that requires vulnerability, that requires honesty, that requires them to finally say the thing they have been holding back. And the last tea leaf card is bridge. Oh, the bridge. This is so fitting because the bridge represents crossing over, closing the gap, getting from one side to another. And what this is telling me is that there is an opportunity for a bridge to be built between you two, or for an existing bridge to be walked across. Something that connects where you are now to something new, something more honest, something more real. Okay, let me now pull a final tarot spread to look at what is actually coming next between you two. 3 cards, one for what they are doing right now, one for what is shifting, and one for where this is headed. Let me pull these now. The 8 of Cups, the Judgment card, and the 2 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is such a complete and powerful spread. Let me walk you through this, the 8 of Cups for what they are doing right now. So this card shows a figure walking away from a stack of cups in the moonlight, and they are leaving, but they are leaving because something is missing, because what they have right now is not fulfilling them. Because no matter how many other things they fill their life with, something is empty. And what this is telling me is that right now, this person is in a process of realizing that their life without you has a very specific kind of emptiness in it. And they are starting to stop running from that realization. They are starting to let themselves feel it, which is uncomfortable, but important. And then the Judgment card for what is shifting. Oh, loves. Judgment, the Resurrection card, the card of something rising from where it was buried. And what this is telling me is that something between you two is waking back up. Something that was put to sleep is being called back to life. There is a reckoning coming, a moment of clarity, a moment where both of you stop pretending and start being honest. And Judgment is also about hearing a call, like a trumpet sounding and people rising up toward it. And I feel like this person is about to hear that call, the call back to you, the call toward honesty, the call to stop letting time keep running out. And then the 2 of Cups for where this is headed. Oh, the 2 of Cups as the final card for where this is headed. The 2 of Cups is the soul connection card. It is 2 people facing each other, choosing each other, meeting each other in a moment of mutual recognition. And what this is telling me is that what is coming between you and this person is a real, genuine, mutual coming together. A moment where the feelings that have been hidden finally get to come out into the light, where the things that were not said finally get said, where the gap between you two finally gets closed. Okay, let me pull some final messages from your guides. Just to close this out with everything they want you to know, they think about you more than you know. Oh, yes. This is so important because I think a lot of you watching this have been telling yourselves that you are probably not on their mind, that they have moved on, that you care more than they do, that the feelings are one-sided. They are not. This person thinks about you more than you know, more than they show, more than they would probably admit if you ask them directly. You are on their mind in the quiet moments, in the in-between moments, in the moments when they cannot distract themselves anymore. The next final card is Give It Space. Okay, so this is your guides giving you some really practical advice. Because I know that after a reading like this, the temptation is to do something, to reach out, to say something, to try to make something happen. And your guides are saying, give it space, not forever, but right now. Let what is shifting shift on its own. Let this person walk their own path toward this realization. Because if you push it before they are ready, it might close off something that is just about to open. Trust the timing. Trust that the Two of Cups outcome is already in motion, and let it arrive in its own perfect way. The next final card is Gonna deserve to be chosen. Oh, loves, please hear this. Whatever happens with this person, whatever they decide, whatever they do or do not do, you deserve to be chosen. You deserve someone who does not make you wonder. You deserve someone who does not keep their feelings hidden until it is almost too late. You deserve someone who sees you and says yes, without hesitation, without conditions, without making you earn it. And if this person steps up and chooses you beautifully, but if they do not, please know that there is someone out there who will choose you every single day without you ever having to wonder. And the very last card, the connection is still alive. Yes, the connection is still alive. What you felt between you two has not died. It has not faded. It has just been waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right level of courage, waiting for both of you to be ready. And the cards are saying that moment is getting very, very close. So just to wrap everything up, the message of this reading is so clear. The last time they saw you, they felt everything. They felt the pull. They felt the memories. They felt their body respond. They felt the words building up inside them that they could not quite release. They felt the weight of everything unfinished between you, and they are still feeling it right now, today, as you are watching this. They are still carrying what they felt the last time they saw you. You are not forgotten. You are not over. You are not out of their mind. And what is coming next between you two has the potential to be everything you have been hoping for. So stay open, stay in your worth, and trust that what is meant to find you always does. I hope this reading brought you the clarity and the peace that you came here looking for today. I hope it validated what you have been feeling. I hope it gave you something to hold on to. If this resonated with you, please, please, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow, and it helps these messages reach more people who need them. Leave me a comment and let me know who came to mind when you clicked on this video. I always love reading your stories, and do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss anything new. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Take really good care of yourself. Be patient, be open, and please know your worth. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye, loves.